Is my camera clean? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what's up? This is Teacher Danny, and we are going to talk about the Gen AI assistant here in Meta Horizon Worlds. You know, this is the desktop editor. This, as you know, and then this is, I mean, maybe you don't know, but this is how we create in Meta Horizon Worlds. And I know we're going to be talking about the contest every night, but one of the things you got to do for the contest, 20% of the score is going to be based on how well you make use of Gen AI. And maybe I'm off. Maybe it's not like a percentage, but you definitely got to use Gen AI, right? So I click Gen AI here for this to pop up. But before we get into that, let me just show you a cool little thing. Let me move my little head right here. Does my hair look fabulous? All right. So, I only get this little window to see from. It's pretty rough. And so if I close the Gen AI, it gives me a little bit more room. And look, they just updated the desktop editor. They just changed this thing. It's brand new. You couldn't do this before. Watch this. Just watch this. Okay, I think for a lot of people, they're not going to care. My jaw dropped. Like when I saw this, I was like, like mouth agape, like just staring at it. I was so happy that you could do this. Watch this. Sorry, I'm really building this up. See this window here, this hierarchy window? It's important, we use it, but not all the time. And the properties window, and even, which I pretty much use this almost all the time. I think a little smaller would be fine. But anyway, you can knock that down too. And oh my gosh, like you have all the space. You have all the space to run around and test your world. Okay, I'm going to show you something really cool. I just got to make sure not to show anybody the script or anything because I just bought this from Evil Smirk. Oh, you know what? I turned it off. That's right. I got the world off. So I'll mess with it later. But it's a fun little gadget. I bought something from him. He makes, everybody gets something of his. He makes amazing stuff. These are shapes. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting sponsored or anything. But he made these shapes, which, you can put textures on. You can put images on them, and they're not just regular, flat squares. So it's cool. They're curved. Okay, and that's something else. Maybe let's get to something else. All right, let's get to the Gen AI stuff. I haven't really used the Gen AI that much. I don't know, I'm so used to it like this, it doesn't bother me really. But I'm so used to, I don't have a lot of experience with the Gen AI, so we're just going to kind of figure it out. So let's see, let's figure out what are we going to make. Let's think about what we should make. We're not going to really do any scripting. I don't think. Maybe it'll be like a little bit of scripting if it's something super simple. But let's just build something. Let's build I was going to say like a candy world. Let's build ant world. No. Why do I keep coming up with these weird ideas? Let's just build I don't want to do spooky forest. Everybody's doing spooky something right now. We should do a pumpkin patch, though. Yeah, let's do a pumpkin patch, okay? We're going to do a pumpkin patch. We're going to add, a tractor and hayride and other stuff. Let's see what we can get, okay? So let me close up everything except the Gen AI. And for that, we will ask it texture. Which one is it? Oh, this last one. Environment generation. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right. Let me see. I'm going to put an object out here. And let me just empty object. So one of the things about doing this live stream is I always feel like I need to be saying something. And I think I'm like, and I'm trying to do stuff and talk at the same time and just try to keep the conversation going. Like, not even if it's easy for me to talk about exactly what I'm doing, but So I think what I'm going to do is just not feel like I have to fill the air all the time. It's going to be okay to just be placing something. I don't have to be talking while I'm placing every single thing. I know it's a good idea, but I'm just not a pro yet. So, okay. So I'm putting this. So that's what I'll do. I'll just explain exactly what I'm doing. I'll stay on topic. Okay. I'm going to make this object, and I'm going to tell the AI. Let's name the object, and then let's tell the AI, hey, pumpkin patch ref for reference. Okay. So we'll tell the AI. We'll go to world environment generation. It says click on the example, and then it'll just show up. Where is it? Did it pop up? Is that what it does? Oh, whoops! I accidentally got out 3 of them. Okay, let's get this one. All this space. Don't even know what to do with it. All right, so we're just going to take this. And the reason, because what it does is it always wants to place everything in the center of the world. So that's why I'm using this reference object. Okay. All right, so let's click on the reference object. Let's click on the environment generator. And we're going to just tell it what to do. And then this empty object called pumpkin patch reference, I'm going to say build it near that. So let's see that. Number of buildings, let's just say 2. Building theme, coastal cottage. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Let's start at the top. Okay, position, rotation, scale, we know those. Generator, island world builder. It's our only option. Cool. Seed. I have no idea what a seed is. A fixed seed that controls the randomness of the generation of both terrain and buildings. Setting to a value from 0 to 999 will fix the seed at a constant value. I still don't know what that means. Environment size, 88 by 88. That's kind of big. Each one of these squares is 1, so that's 88 across. So let's say like 30 by 30. Even that's big enough. Okay, terrain shape. It's round, crescent, or ring. Let's stick with round, even though those options sound cool. Quality. Yeah, let's push it. Let's see what we get with high quality. Building theme. Tropical hut, surf shack, log cabin. Let's see, coastal cottage. Yeah, let's stick with that. Coastal cottage. Oh, goodness. Number of buildings. Create a water plane. Let's say no. This switch controls generating water plane, a water plane surrounding the environment. So it's like making your stuff an island, essentially. All right. Let's just see what happens if I just write pumpkin patch. Place it. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can tell the AI directions. Let's see, rolling countryside, spooky forest, something like. Okay, I don't know. Let's just say pumpkin patch and see what it gives us. So I'm guessing it's working. Let's look at the the assets, the things that it makes will start popping up. Okay, yeah, there it goes. It's generating. It's creating an environment. So on our hierarchy list, the very next objects to pop up, it's going to just make them, and then those are the worlds. See, and I can still bring everything up. Oh my goodness. This is really convenient. And see, even a lot of people are creative, but maybe not artistic and maybe I'm not even using those words correctly. You could definitely might be creative, but what I'm saying is, like, just because you know what something is that's pretty doesn't mean that you know how to draw something pretty, but you know what's pretty. And so I think that's what's good about this. A lot of us out there are creative, yet we don't have a lot of experience making 3D models on Blender. I told everyone. Okay, I'm going to be a little pompous right now, but like I was telling everybody, I was like, stop worrying so much about learning Blender. Not because Blender isn't a useful tool, especially if you're a professional who like focuses on 3D modeling and stuff, then Blender is, invaluable. But everyone was like trying to learn Blender, and here's why I didn't think it was that important to learn Blender over the last couple of years, because one, it's kind of a sharp learning curve. It's difficult. Okay, I know there's tons of tutorials and tons of people can do it, but that's because tons of people put tons of hours into it. It takes lots and lots of hours. And if I'm trying to build in VR. I'm not trying to learn how to be a 3D model expert. And, I was like, I know this stuff is just going to come out where we can just make it. But, and now it is a good idea to learn some Blender stuff. A lot of people are learning Blender things like how to like change certain things or how to make things like smaller files. Okay, so let's look at our pumpkin patch. Okay, so as we see, it actually built everything, because it usually builds it right at the center of the world. This time it built everything where I moved the environment generator. So that means to me that here, let me show you how I can tell. Because about there is the center of the world. Over here is the corner, and that's where I placed that generator. Okay. Now, I don't see any pumpkins. Now, let's see what. So the landscape has been made. I wonder if the assistant can do it. Let's see. Okay. All right. Does he have permission to create? Because you can set it up so where it doesn't actually do things. Custom style, medieval fantasy. What are you saying? Style reference, custom style. What are these things? The style reference is I can't get my cursor out of it. My cursor's so big. Is a predefined visual attributes such as color, textures, and shapes that are used to define the aesthetic appearance of 3D models, environments, and other virtual objects. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's add a pumpkin patch to the landscape that the environment gizmo made. And let's go to that gizmo. First of all, what's this one? Which one is that? Oh. Okay, is this, a forest and fall? What's this one? Yeah, I think I just pushed the button too many times. And just accidentally, okay, I'm going to click this one. And I'm going to delete those. So that way it only has one to think about. Okay, and let's actually change the name of the environmental generator. Pumpkin patch. Okay, so we're on the AI assistant. Oh, so convenient. And okay, the name of the gizmo is pumpkin patch. All right, let's see if it can figure it out. Yeah, everything here is all assets. These are all just public assets. I didn't even use AI to make these things. You know what that is? Those bushes? Here, let me show you what the bushes actually are. Okay. Let me open it up. It is, it's a mesh, but let's see. Does it have the title of what it actually is? Oh, it just says mesh. Okay. So it's broccoli. If we look closer, it's like, it's supposed to be broccoli, and I just stretched it out. But now, you see, now can't you see it? But, when you just stretch it out, it just kind of looks like some, generic bushes. That whole landscape, all this, like, I don't know, mud or whatever this is down here, it's like it said alien rock, and I just made it flat and stretched it out. Okay, let's see what the AI assistant made. Okay. I see you want to add a pumpkin patch. I've updated the pumpkin patch gizmo to add pumpkins to the landscape. Let's make sure it looks like my previous attempt didn't work. Apologies. Seems like there's a gizmo. Doesn't have a setting for adding pumpkins directly. Doesn't have a pumpkin setting? Come on, Zuckerberg. All right. Not to worry, I can add pumpkins another way. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. I found the pumpkin. It's so enthusiastic. I love it. That's a great idea. Now I'll place several of these pumpkins in the landscape to create a pumpkin patch. I'll scatter them around to make it look natural. Is there a specific area you'd like me to make them? I'll find a suitable, if not, I'll find a suitable open space. Make them on the brown parts. Let's see if it knows what I mean when I say that. Let me show you what I mean. See, like that part down there, right? That could be a place where, like, there's a pumpkin patch. Of course, I'll play the pumpkins on the area of brown, terrain-like areas of the landscape. I'll add about a dozen of them scattered naturally. All right, and next step, let's have it go into let's have it change it. Okay, generating script. What are you gonna make a script for? Is it making scripts? Let me look. Okay, there's all the pumpkins. Where is it, though? Oh, they're on the ground. Okay. That's cute. Okay, hey, lesson learned. Okay. You put the pumpkins too low. I can't see them because they are under the landscape. And let's try and work with, I like to push the AI and see what it can just figure out, but let's make his job a little easier, okay? Let's even name, let's see, terrain. Okay. Put them on the terrain underscore, what is that, 0? Interesting thing. Okay, you see why all these say 0? It's kind of like saying 1, because in computer talk, when you are numbering things, the first thing in the list is labeled 0. So, so if you say, look at this list and get me, number 0, that means just the first thing on the list. Okay, it seems I paused them too low. I will correct that now by moving them up. I'll also group them together so they are easier to manage. Okay, doesn't look like it did anything. Let's see. Let's find a pumpkin again. Yeah, it's still too low. Okay. Well, let me try something else. Now I could just manually go in there and move them around. And see, that's one of the things is I don't think you can use AI when you use the headset. Because if I had the headset on, I would move those so quickly because I could just move them and with my hands and put them where they want. But this one I have to go like find each pumpkin, and then I go to it, and then I have to click up. So, okay. You know what? I tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna have it make 2 rows of pumpkins. Okay, make 2 rows of pumpkins. Maybe we should use a 3D model for that. We'll just say a row of pumpkins on the farm. They are on the, I think it's a vine, right? Okay, we'll call it a long row. Oh, I wrote on the farm. It'll probably make the one thing I want the farm too. A long row of pumpkins in the garden, we'll say. Okay, medium, yeah. I don't know what the other generation model choices are. I guess, right, you want to go with I think they do that. Here, let's generate it while I'm chit-chatting. I think they do that. They, like, show you the old model because they're just trying to, like humble brag, be like, oh, by the way, we do have the new model, but, like, why would they, like, who's clicking on that? Be like, oh, this new model, man, it's just too good. I need to go back to the old model. They just put it there to show you that it's, like, better, you know? All right. Make a row. I don't want to use that. Did it give me more than one image? Oh, it did. Perfect. Let's go with this one. Generate a model of this. Okay. It still wasn't what I wanted. I wanted like a long row, but let's see what comes out. And I mean, I'm sure this will actually be great. And as for all these other pumpkins, let's see. Oh, okay. Like, computer, are you okay? I got a lot of stuff running right now. OBS uses a lot of computer energy. Then this desktop editor uses it. OBS is the program I use to be able to stream this. Let's bring all these pumpkins up. And see, bring them all up. Oh, thank you. Did your job. Let's lower these. See what I mean? It's like, and listen, if you're one of those people who can like do this really well, and you're like, Danny, you're just, you're doing it the inefficient way. You're doing it like a rookie. Yeah, I'm a rookie. I don't know a lot about moving objects around. Oh gosh. See, look, I put it too far. I got to go rescue that little pumpkin. It's all right, buddy. I'm right here. Go slow. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. All right, we're almost done with it generating the 3D model. And see, it's hard to tell. Like that pumpkin looks like it's in the grass. You wouldn't think about it, but oh, is it in the grass? Oh yeah, it was pretty close to the grass. Okay, but like even that one right there, maybe since you saw me move, you could tell it's not in the grass. But like if you just saw it like a picture, you're like, oh yeah, that looks in the grass, but it's not. All right, let's see, did it make, save model. So I'm sure it's putting it into my public assets. So I'll go to my asset library. I'll look for it under Gen AI. Man, they're adding so much stuff to the public library every day. And the fact that like builders, like we can all put our own projects in there. That's what's really helping, because some people are, amazing at all tons and tons of things, but everybody's amazing at like at least something. And so they get in there. What have that material one thing? And they get in there, and people got their thing that they offer, and so everybody's well, I think you get it. Okay, let's see, Gen AI assets. Pull out the pumpkins. Okay, it's still got the little clock, so I don't know if it works when it's got the clock on it. I think you still got to wait. Remember before we made watermelon? Looks yummy. Okay, it's got the little clock on it, so it's processing. There we go. Now it's saved. What? I don't want an image. Is that what I clicked? An image? 3D model. It made an image? That's funny. What did you call the object? Pumpkin patch vine? Okay. Let's try it one more time. A lot of pumpkins in a row. It made an image. I didn't want. Anyhow, that's funny. I mean, I guess that's just the AI thing. Unless I did something. I clicked the wrong thing. But like, there is an image thing. What did I write before? Let's see what I wrote. Was it on me? Okay, see, these are looking better. Or what did I tell it before? A long row of 3D model generation. Okay, good. I'm glad that's there. I'm feeling less crazy. They are on the vine and haven't been harvested yet. Whatever. Here are some options. Great. I clicked. All right. So here are the new options. Okay, there's those. That I like that. You know what? Let's do this one. Okay, and it takes a while. Now, I'm curious to know the limit. I'm curious to know how far you can push it. I remember when you first were able to do close, a friend of mine did hit the limit. He was just making close after close after close. But now I'm sure there can't be a limit. I'm guessing now with close, or if it is, it's got to be like the kind of amount you can't even go away. Stop. What are you doing? I don't need anything from you. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's still generating. All right, so let's see what we got so far. We never really even checked out this world. Let's check out, most of it, except for the pumpkins. See what I'm saying? This entire landscape, this land, this grass, these paths, these posts, these buildings, were made in a matter of maybe, what would it take, like a minute? you know? And I'm talking about including like the work I had to do. Like I had to ask it, I had to make the, you know, maybe 2 minutes. I think it took me longer to pull out the gizmo and set it to where I wanted to set it than it did for that gizmo to create all these objects. And I created it in seconds. But then I get these pumpkins, and it takes a lot longer to move all the pumpkins around. So sometimes you can do great stuff with the AI. I thought the AI was going to move the pumpkins for me. I think it thinks it did. That's always the weirdest thing. You ever, I use Gemini a lot. And you can get Gemini to make, that's a Google's AI, and instead of ChatGPT or whatever. And I'll be like, okay, make this image. Oh, you know, make the dragon, you know, have bigger wings, and it'll give me the exact same picture. And sometimes it'll be distinctly different. I'm like, I'll ask for it distinctly different, and it gives me back the same picture. So what are you doing? Okay, so that's cool. Then when it made this building, it made an interior with walls like, gosh. Like it's not even like you just said make a building. Yeah, it's so cool. It has this path and those posts, you know. See, down here is where I wanted to put the pumpkins. Oh, okay. So hopefully this time it's not. Hopefully this time it doesn't make me just a 3D object. I mean, it doesn't make me just an image. Generate a textured model for pumpkin patch. Okay, so like reiterated my words. Generate a textured model. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so I got this large, place down here. Oh, let's go look at the other house. Yeah, I mean, almost identical house, a little bit different. It's got a couple more windows. Maybe the floor was different. I don't know. Okay, now I'm curious. So, like, maybe you want that building, to be moved around or something. Let's see. Let's see if we can just do that. Okay, for the arrow thing is on the center of that, but like, okay, so I can move it. Oh, control. Oh, okay, so it rotates off the center. So there is a way to rotate it. I would have to do it like this, and then go like this. As opposed to, all right, now I don't know how close to the ground it is. Is it the right area of the ground? I could just go out and look at it, but then I want to have to select it again. Okay, let's see. Okay, we see we turned it around. It wasn't that bad. But again, the AI, just set us up. So it seems like for now, our best bet is, using AI together. I think a lot of people are expecting to be able to just literally just get on here and be like, make a puzzle game. Think of a puzzle game and make it really fun. And I don't know. I will not be surprised if we're doing that sometime soon. But for right now, for what we got, I think it's best, if you work with the AI. I wonder what its limitations are going to be. Oh my gosh, did it do it again? Pumpkin patch on the vine. Hold on, what did I do? Select and Gen AI assets. Yeah, it's already. Why does it keep making me images? Whoops. Where is it? Where's that image I just pulled out? Oh, come on, seriously? What? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, hold on. It's made. Okay. You know what? Let's go look at this thing into VR. You know what? I'm gonna add myself. I got another little character that's a collaborate that I use. Invite people. Camera bot is my other character's name. Camera bot. All right, let's go in as him. Come on, Cletus. There we go. All right, so gotta start the cast. Do, 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 do. And if you have like a Google TV, it will straight up. Oh yeah, that's right. If I'm casting as that dude, I gotta log in as that dude. And what was I just saying? Start casting. Oh man, no, I want to cast this dude. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to go through all that, and I'll just go in as myself. I just don't want to log out, and then I can't figure. Then I have to remember all these passwords. Blah 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 blah. All right, cast to web. There we go. Man, there's so much cool stuff coming out. Ooh, close on Metaboot Drive for Halloween. Okay. Oh, I gotta go see that. I just was here. The $40 Trimesh build is really beautiful. Really, really nice place. By Country for Life and oh gosh, was it Color Lady? Okay. Let's go to my world. Okay. Where did Okay, this is where the terrain was. Where did it all go? Is that not doing its thing? What is it? Oh. Okay. So the world wasn't started. So the generator wasn't working, but it looks like it's still not doing anything. I don't get it. It's not the world. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, so here I am in VR mode in the generator. Yeah, why aren't you showing me anything? Yeah, you can't change anything in here. So, and like, there's no Gen AI, right? It's not like something I'm missing. Just we don't have it in here. I mean, there is AI. There's Meta's AI that you can use, but that's like the AI you talk to. I don't think it builds anything in here, but that's all right. The whole reason we came in here is to look at this thing that it made. It looked like it was making an image of something, but it did give everything. That's weird. Look how it made it. It made it as if it was a picture, but it made the picture like. Let's see, where's that other one that we had? Let's go. Oh no, go to my assets. All right, this picture. Was this picture 3D at all? It was. It was the same thing. I just didn't realize it, but it made it. It gave it like the picture, which is cool. That is cool. Like if you wanted like a cool wallpaper or something, or let's say you wanted, a wall to have vines. Like a lot of times in a video game, if we have a wall, it's just like a picture of a wall. But this, I don't know. That's kind of cool, right? But this is not what I asked for. It's so weird. Oh yeah, still looks weird if you bring it out. Doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, that's it for the. Oh yeah, let me show you these shapes. These are really cool. See, what's great about these shapes is, if you want to make an image, if I want to make an image in my world, I would just pull out a 10 by 10 plane. See, you can't see the back of it. You can only see the front of it. Okay. This beautiful ocean right here is one of these shapes that just look black, but once you add an image to it, it comes out a certain way. So here's how I usually do it. I'll just get a square, and then I just have pictures that I already put in my library. These ones are patterns. So here, this is kind of what I was talking about. Wouldn't it be? All right, and now I got a wall, and I set it up. I just have, and like I can just how come you can see the seam so well there? Anyway, that's how I would do it. And again, you can only see it on this side. If you go on this side, it disappears. Okay, so that's how I like to do it. But that has its limitations because it's just flat. But if I take one of these, let's see, ungroup it. And let's do the same thing with this shape. See, this one is When it kind of looks like it disappears when you go around it, but remember, from one side you can't see it, so it's curved. So you can only see it from there. Okay, so now let's just take this, you know, curved shape. Oh, I wonder what this would look like. Oh, no, let's do this. This is pretty. Maybe this isn't the best example of when you would use this, but you know what? It probably would have been better off if I left that brick wall on there. You know, but if you're putting something somewhere, here, let's put the brick wall on. That one could kind of be like a corner. I'm just curious what it looks like with that. That's pretty, huh? Right, and then I pull out this shape, give it the same texture. Which brick was it? This one. All right. All right, so I get, gotta remember I'm right at my desk. It was supposed to be like this. Closer, but not quite. But it still looks pretty good. See? Got like a dungeon in here, you know? Because you got this curved shape. And again, these are completely flat. This is just like, it's basically might as well be like a painting. You know, there's no, even though it's called texture, I think that's just the word that they use for it. Because it's not like it's, why does that match up right? Am I gonna flip it one more time? Did I use the right one? Yeah. Maybe because it's curved. Oh, there we go. Man, that looks cool. Man, that looks cool. Oh, maybe I should do a tutorial on that. How to make these patterns. I mean, basically, I just went into Canva and had Canva make it. Or no, I don't even think I went to Canva. I think I literally went into like an AI and I said, make me a pattern so that way if I put them next to each other, they would, you know, match up infinitely. See this. There we go. Again, I don't know why that line is so distinct. You know, let me just put a little light in here, see if that makes a difference. Yeah. Why is it not affecting that one? It's interesting. Okay, well, that's something to learn. I guess just mess with it. Yeah. Just messing with a little bit, it gets it close. But again, like, do you think that, like, how important is that? Noticing that seam. I mean, I don't think people would notice the seam. You know, you're moving around, you're running around. Okay, but I don't know why that landscape disappeared. What time is it? Okay. So that's so. I mean, I guess we're learning a lot about the Gen AI stuff, you know, because technically this box, I would call this Gen AI, you know, but we could only use it in desktop editor. So, let's see, what else can we learn about Gen AI and making things with all this? Just gonna have to go back to I was thinking, what can I do in VR? I mean, there's a million things I could talk about, but I think it's gonna have to be in. Yeah, let me stop streaming. I think it's have to be desktop editor. All right. Recording. I didn't mean to record too. When did I hit record? Hit record 17 minutes ago? That's all right. Stop recording. Because here's the thing. When you stream to YouTube, it's on there. And since it's my video, I can go on later and download it. Maybe anybody can download it. I mean, I know there's like services that will just download YouTube videos for you. My beautiful long locks of luscious hair. Yeah, I don't know where that thing went. Why is it not on? Generator. Select forest in fall. No, it's supposed to be a pumpkin patch, remember? That was so weird. Why did it do that? Okay, it's still generating. I have no idea why I did that. But let's see what we get this time. And see, now I'm gonna have to move those pumpkins all over again. But if I like, for real, if I was gonna move those pumpkins, I would get in the VR and just do them quickly. All right. So what other stuff can we do with this Gen AI? Here's something that's really good. Sometimes you can change how something looks. Here, let's put like this arch. Okay, this archway is like one big piece. Okay. So right now you see it has like a gray stone. What if I wanted to give it like a sci-fi kind of like look? Okay, so let's say texture. I click the object that's selected. I'm gonna go into texture and make a sci-fi portal. Very sleek and futuristic. I think I did this the other day with the car. I always want things to be futuristic. That's what, be cool is take some spaceships. Yeah, because that's the thing. This is the metaverse. You can do whatever you want. And when I first got here, people were just making houses or whatever. But think about it, you could make a spaceship out of bricks. Wouldn't that be cool? Like a log cabin submarine. Just it does what goes where you want, and we're not limited. But that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense strapping 2 TV screens on the front of your face. but it's functional. It gets the job done. It works. So, in the game, yeah, have fun with it. All right, so that's going to give it a new texture. Let's see if, okay, the pumpkin patch. Okay, looks a little bit better. Let's get rid of these pictures that I really liked. This came out nice. I know there's a third one there that I just don't see yet. There you are. Okay, let's run around now. Okay, so this time it has the trees. A lot of the pumpkins are still... Oh, a lot of the pumpkins are right... Did it make like the same... Oh, that's really interesting. A lot of the pumpkins are right near the edge of it. That would make the hill the same size. And is this the same... It's a super similar house. And it's got this like deck all around it this time. This outer deck. Wow, the inside. Wow, it looks like identical, I guess. I mean, as far as I can remember, I don't remember all the details from the last house, but like, I would not have known that was a new house. If you were like, hey, let's go to that house we went to last time, I'd walk right in there and not think about it. But yeah, this time it's like not touching as much, and this one also has a deck around it. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so it's about to be 10 o'clock, and I actually think I started on time today. How long have I been going? 57 minutes, and it's 9:58? Ooh! I got started at 9:01 today. Okay, the sci-fi portal, it's still going, but that's okay. All right, so what else can we look at? Sky. Ooh, let's do a pretty sky. Let's... Oh, here we go. The sun's ready. And look how it changed its skin. Okay, that one's a little weird. It did like a pattern of like spirals all over, but it doesn't look bad. I do like it. Okay, so sky, but yeah, it's just whatever you want. You just click on it. You go to textures, tell it how you want it to look. That was kind of a weird one. That was kind of abstract. I'm sure if I would have said like make it, red brick, it would make the rocks more cracked or something. All right, so sky. What kind of a sky should we come up with? A sunny day with 5 moons showing. Now, I'm guessing it's not going to take as long to make that, because it's basically an image, but like, just a big curved image. Let's see, what are the other ones? The texture, and that's what textures are, images. But the thing is, it's not just a big curved texture. It has to be like all this pattern is basically like from one square, and it has to be folded and stretched in all the right places. Just like me when I'm trying to get to the gym. Just kidding. Okay, sounds. We're not gonna mess with the sounds. Ambient audio. I haven't really given that much try. But 3D model, that was really annoying. The way 3D model kept. It's not letting me switch in between. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at our sky. Let's look at it from here. There's one. There's the sun. There's 2 moons. Are those 2 moons? Is that a moon? I can't tell. But it's cool. Look, it looks nice. Always puts water out there. Okay. All right. So, if you want to win this contest, if you want to have a shot at getting $200,000 or at least $30,000, then you're going to have to learn how to use some of this AI. Even if you're somebody who can do everything by scratch, they want you to use AI. And I think, but I can't imagine that there is a single creator who couldn't get tons of value out of this. If you never use AI, you can still make. There's people who've made awesome worlds and are still making awesome worlds with no AI. But I'm sure this has something for you, you know? So, all right. Well, thank you very much. If anybody wants to talk about how to get ready for this contest, how to build things, script things, hit me up. I'm Teacher Danny on Instagram. Teacher Danny VR here. You know, I don't think you can leave a comment on this once I'm done it. But anyway, thank you very much. Teacher Danny out. Oh, that's not the. Here we go. Edit that part out. You guys got it? Edit that. Just kidding.